next topic's going to be about.
Good transition. You got it. Let's just go right to it. If you don't mind adding, let's just super chats. Let's just jump right into it because Gaz does set it up. So this is the hot one, man. This is the hot one right here. Shout out to good friend to the realm, Tom Henderson, also Nate the Hate. A lot of talk going on right now about Xbox exclusives, and here can't sign. That's what I was gonna start with. But look, there's a rumor, that an Xbox highly critically acclaimed Xbox first party.
It got worse during the show. Jez actually posted something.
Oh, what Jez said? Let's get it.
Posted an article that was pretty much like Microsoft is considering releasing.
Let's go. Bring it up. Because I'll read the handle, you read that one.
Rumors suggest Microsoft's bringing more games to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation, but what's the truth? And he's...
Oh, okay.
It's an editorial.
It's editorial. Okay. Gotcha. So pretty much,
he's saying he's pretty much hearing Microsoft in the back or entertain the idea of bringing some of their backlog to other platforms.
I've also had the same thing, which is why I got a lot of hate.
Yes.
And you know what? I want the future to be Gaz. You were wrong. Here's some crow, eat it, and I would gladly eat it. So I was wrong. Beat the crap. Please beat the crap out of me. I deserve to beat me to a pulp for please being wrong. I want to be so wrong. I say I'm wrong. I'm hearing it from very reputable sources, and I know everyone says it ain't reputable sources, but if I say more, I get them in trouble, lose their jobs. But these people I trust. And again, it's speculative because we don't know. Like even he says, like, or she says, they even
he got nervous there.
Don't blow up the sauce gas.
They're saying, like, look, you never know, things could change, but things are quite advanced on some of these things, and I'm just like, look. I know Satya Nadella had to take a little hit on his bonus, and then he had to convince the shareholders, and Game Pass subs had plateaued and whatnot. But you went in with $70 billion. What was your plan? Like, you do this. You do. It depends on what games there are. Like, would we really care? Like, and it's not damage. You might call it damage control, but this is something I personally. Well, do I give a damn if Sea of Thieves or Grounded was as gas games appeared on PlayStation? I'm like, not really, because that could probably benefit the players.
Live service game.
Name as live service games, right? But then where do you draw the line? Halo? No, don't you dare touch
what about Starfield?
Halo.
You want Starfield go over there?
Starfield? Yeah, bro, that would be ridiculous.
That's not happening.
Sarah Bond going out there going.
No Hellblade 2? We ain't moving that over there?
It's exclusive for now. So I just want, and I'm trying to jostle the community, not to come at me for saying this, but go at Microsoft to say, shut up. If this rumors is true, and it may be rumors or speculation, kill it. Kill it before they even, because we know Microsoft's reactive to fan feedback with the gold price hike and everything with the console, really. You need to tell them to shut up, Phil Spencer, stop doing this. I'm not saying you're doing it, Phil, but stop committing to this kumbaya thing. And he himself said in 2020, I don't really love this idea that for every one of our games, there comes this little rumor, it's going to end up on Switch or not. But I feel we should set a better expectation with our fans than that. So why are we having this conversation today? You failed in that. End it. End it definitively. Shouldn't be hard for you to say, look, what I said before, some platforms where Game Pass exists, that's it. Don't worry, guys. We're all behind Xbox. It doesn't hurt you for saying that. So we need that. Xbox fans need that. And if Xbox doesn't do it, it's a slippery slope, and it calls into just completely, it's the worst thing. The Xbox just give up at that point, because I was like, we rally behind this brand because we've been following it for decades, and we have this vision of what the brand can do, and you're essentially removing yourself as a competitor. Some people disagree with the idea of what competition means here, but I think you being in the hardware space and you having your exclusivity cements you as a competitor. And when you get this gray area, and some games are gray as Dusk Falls, but it doesn't, no one cares. Bigger deal. But if you start this slippery slope, and it's just really going to undermine efforts you put into it, the mass market thinking, oh, it will come to PlayStation eventually, can't do that, man. And you have to be clear. What games? Oh, we're going to allow some games. What games? How do we know which games you're going to allow in the future?
Messaging,
you can't have a question mark. Yeah, it's all messaging. It's
Interesting.
all messaging.
But let me ask you this, guys. So like, so let's get to the elephant in the room. According to Tom Henderson, right, Nate? The game that people are concerned about is Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
So how would you feel, guys, if you wake up and the new Nintendo Direct happens, and you see Chai at 808 on the new Nintendo Switch coming this fall? How would you feel about this? Do you think, what about the business aspect? I mean, you know it's going to sell like hotcakes over there, man.
I think it would. We need to understand the parameters and how wide this goes. If Hi-Fi Rush goes to Nintendo Switch, I personally wouldn't. I love Hi-Fi Rush.
Yes, love it.
The Switch is just, and it runs in its own lane. Like what differentiates Switch from the your mobile device? So you play a Game Pass on that, right? It's not a Game Pass thing, but. James Morrison says, "I'd have."
He having nightmares. He having nightmares. He definitely messed up in the game right now.
No, but I personally don't think the Switch is a problem for me, and you might call me a console.
Oh, but if we hear that state of play, new to the
you can't do that. You can't do that.
new to the PlayStation fans, get ready. Chai.
Bro,
You're not feeling that?
Be on my head the whole time.
Your timeline gonna be crazy.
Cannot happen.
Can't happen. Now, is this the emotionality of a hardcore Xbox guy? Not looking at the business?
As well. It's a business call as well, because ultimately what you're doing is you're diluting the value of the Xbox, which you've already done by making this PC and everything stuff. You cannot.
Kiss moving, smiling like that. Kiss me, I've been telling you.
It's a huge L, and I will call it out. It depends on what games are coming in, like Grounded and Pentiment. Pentiment comes to Switch.
Yeah,
Pentiment is about that game.
Oh, you okay. But they get their grubby hairs off Chai and Hi-Fi. They can't have that. They can't.
Yeah. I mean, that's a bit. What's that?
Hold the line. Busted Heart Talk. Busted Heart Talk. We falling for a king. Hold the line. All right, I got you. But I got to speak to my homies first, though, because Gaz and Kid are perfect for the show for this reason. They have been on the front line saying they are tired of having to answer this question about Xbox exclusive. Will it be? And now we got some reputable sources, King, that are saying potentially that this title that came out as a stealth drop, right, that is beloved, could be flirting with the enemy.
Man.
I got you, King. Hold on. I'm gonna let finish. I'm gonna let Gas. So Gas, absolutely under no circumstance is PlayStation that can't go on, then it's a problem.
Cannot do that. Cannot sleep with the enemy like that. That's just crazy, man.
All right. Kid, I gotta get you real quick, because Kid, you've been on the front line. You've been on the front line since PC came into the picture.
Yeah, and that one hurt. It is just PC. Right. I'm with Gaz. It's like, you can't do that, especially after this Activision stuff when they almost sabotage that deal, when they still trying to sabotage the deal after you done signed an agreement with them. Like, my thing is that even Nintendo, it's like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm with Gaz with, like, Nintendo, I don't look at it as like, it's like, all right, whatever. When they got Ori, Cuphead.
Yeah, remember, there's a precedent. Ori and Willow, with both of them, and the sequel is over there.
Yeah, they already got so it's like, go ahead, send Bleeding Edge over there. Like, I don't.
Send some old stuff. Don't you be sending the new hotness. Okay.
Yeah, like, actually, Hellblade didn't get ported to Switch until after Microsoft bought them. By the way, Hellblade got to Switch on like 2021, maybe. So it's like the Switch. Yeah, I don't care. I do wish there was some give and take though, because Nintendo and Microsoft have a relationship. Like, they both collaborate.
What we getting from them?
But they got to be like, give us that Bayonetta, give us that with the Astro Chain, give us something, throw us a bone. Brother Love, show me some love, brother.
Seems like a one-sided relationship to you, is what you're saying. They keep getting all our stuff.
But the minute you bring PlayStation into it, it starts to become problematic, because the thing is that show some, like, Xbox is already devalued, right? Because of like the PC and cloud gaming. They keep talking all this nonsense stuff. And then you have to start to worry. It's like, all right, what is the point for the platform, the console? Like, I'm a diehard console gamer, but the console I choose to play on is Xbox. And if you start taking away the weapons or the reason why I play on it, what is your plan? If you're either all in or you're all out.
Yeah, what do you?
I just
okay.
Yeah, I proposed in my video today that I put out. It's like, yo, go if you're gonna do this, then go the way of these mobile PCs. Allow all these manufacturers to make Xboxes, and then you just put out the software that a bunch of Xboxes
go third party. Just stop playing.
Oh yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's like it's a weird scenario. It's like, and I want them, and this sounds horrible, but I want them to value the Xbox fanboy.
The ecosystem. I mean, I don't even think it's the fanboy. I think it's the ecosystem,
the
right?
PlayStation fanboys until they can't afford it. I mean, it's happening, but the thing is like at some point they gotta value the Xbox fanboy. Like you gotta value that fandom. I don't want no merc or no T-shirt. I want an exclusive. Like I want a reason to like prop up like the Xbox console, and you get into muddy waters, and it does. We're in the era of social media, and I feel like honestly, console gaming, the market is the console wars and fanboys. I feel like they're dictating what people should buy in the stores because people underestimate how popular social media is. The Twitter and YouTube and the talking points regarding Xbox compared to PlayStation is like buy PlayStation. It's become appetized. And I do think there's still time for. I feel like Microsoft is at a time and Xbox is at a time where they literally are in position to do what PlayStation has done to them. And they have the money.
They're right at the cusp. ABK just got like, why do this now? Right?
You got, was it the glove?
Yeah. You about to get your Infinity Guard.
Just go snap your dang on fingers.
Snap the finger, like, erase them from existence. Stop playing.
Give it all away if you can literally just give yourself 5 years just to do what they did to you.
So stuff like I got no more Kumbaya, snap them out of existence.
Snap them out of just give it a taste. And right when they're on the brink of bankruptcy, then give them all the goods.
Wait. Yo, kid, that was cold.
Like, don't do it right now.
Don't do it right now. Don't give them a chance to breathe. Finish them. Like, I feel you. You speaking from the heart, brother. You speaking from the Addict, you up, man. Where you at with this, bro?
I feel like they just them stepping on rakes again. And you know, the fact that hearing this from multiple sources, I think it's happening. I don't know what to degree. Here's the thing though. People sit there, they go out there and they say, you know, Microsoft can't announce any game without the exclusivity being in question, stuff like Blade. It's like they're their own self to blame for that. It's like the reason people are very open with PlayStation when PlayStation does it is because PlayStation is very clear for the most part. Yeah, that's ours. Yeah, that's ours. But Xbox is like, that's ours for now.
There's no question and then, when it comes to the other platform,
we'll switch it.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, because it's like I said, when they first bought Bethesda, and Phil was clear that we bought
games with
one of the reasons
exists.
We bought this is for value on our console market. When Activision was first bought, I saw people like Paris be like, it's not even a question. These are exclusive. Because Phil came out there and he said, this is ours.
Right.
And then within a day, Phil's like, but kinda. Like, and then the Blade. We're going to put this out on the stage, but we won't put our name on it. Like, it's just like,
why this is only Xbox that have it too.
At this point, it's just like, just go third party or don't go third party. Like, stop it.
Stop playing.
Like, and people are like, oh, you know, what's help? No, okay.
This movement waiting for this day. He tired. Y'all waking up to the thing
I thought it was going to be Ori, because Ori, I thought in my mind maybe Moon has worked some kind of arrangement with Xbox and got the IP of Ori, because they kind of did something similar with Alan Wake. When it comes to Remedy games. So I was like, maybe Microsoft's doing more of a back end seat where they're like, if these IPs and we can't do nothing with them and their developers aren't going to work on them and they want them, let's just sell it to them and get some money out of this.
Right.
So I thought, okay, maybe that's what it is. And Moon Studios has published that game on PlayStation. And then people like Hi-Fi Rush. You mean to tell me that one of the most successful games they've had in years, they're like, that's not ours.
Finally a banger.
Yeah, that's not ours. It's just crazy, man. Because it's just like Hi-Fi Rush in any other year would have been a Game of the Year contender.
Factual.
Last year was a phenomenon. That those years don't happen often.
That's a fact.
And it's just like, it's crazy because like you look at it from that standpoint. It's just like, why at this point, if they buy anything, you know,
that open up Pandora's box.
Come at everything. Like, it's frustrating because Xbox will have. I don't watch basketball, like an alley-oop or whatever.
Yeah, they get the alley-oop. It's right there. It's right there.
Get the alley-oop, and instead of doing it, they're like, I'm gonna pass it to the person behind me, and then he trips and does 5 somersaults, and the ball goes up, and then the PlayStation dude grabs it. Like it's just like, come on, man. Like, and you're at the end of the day,
King is tight with us. Yo, he's so furious. He's about to go in on us. I'm gonna continue first. I got you, King, though.
There needs to be, and I know what he's going to say, hold the line, some great sauce.
Because there's a lot of mustard heart talk, and King don't like this.
It can be mustard heart talk. That's fine. You know, you need to aim that attack towards King? Microsoft with a crummy ass messaging. That's
language.
If Microsoft would be clear on how they handle situations in business.
Don't try to duck these shots now.
If they would be clear on how they handle stuff, there would be no conversations. We know what would be going on. Now I can see the Call of Duty thing being, the Activision thing. Okay,
that's legal.
They barely got that.
That's the law.
We had to make some arrangements.
Had been a need there.
But when it comes to like Hi-Fi Rush, we can argue that Hi-Fi Rush is probably the closest thing they've had to a Game of the Year contender besides Starfield in years.
Factual.
It's like, oh, we got this, and it's like they got the golden ticket for Willy Wonka, and they're like,
let me bring corporate car again for a quick second though. So what about this?
Corporate car.
I know you hate him. I know you hate him. But we got to let him talk sometimes. So the question he gonna say is, all right, now I hear y'all, right? But we done cranked the numbers, and this Hi-Fi Rush is a perfect fit for the Nintendo.
Like they cranked the numbers that the Xbox One was going to do well out the gate. Like they cranked the numbers that the Kinect was going to overthrow the market. Like they cranked the numbers like Mixer was going to do phenomenal.
Can corporate cog finish? I just want to ask a question. So the question is, now we did the metrics, right? And they're about to jump out with a new console, and we know they will buy this thing hand off, and we may have made a miscalculation by making that a stealth drop. You know what I'm saying? We ain't get that retail and now we get that on the back end plus some just for existing. And we friends with them. We cool with Bowser in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time. This could be one of the things to get us them in the fold.
It has to be a trade.
The trade is, all right, we're going to get Game Pass over there. This is part of the negotiation.
I think
remember, Bowser said he liked the relationship. Remember when the dirt came out?
I'm sure Bowser liked the relationship.
Remember when the dirt came out and Phil said, yeah, we want to buy them. And everybody thought it was going to go left. And Bowser's like, nah, we're still cool with those guys.
I feel them on that, but you could say the same concept over there at PlayStation when Ratchet and Clank was barely making profit, if made profit. It could have easily been like,
they didn't make no profit. Just read, they didn't make no profit.
We're going to let it go everywhere. That ocean over there, we want it over there. That ocean, we want it over there.
Language.
But they didn't. They're like, we made we made our stances. We understood release dates, and we're gonna hold that. And Xbox like Hi-Fi rushed it, and okay, open that gate. That gate there, that one down there, we need that open too.
What if that side incorporation is winning? What if that group is winning and they beating out the group that want to say exclusives?
See, here's the thing. That side of the corporation is the reason the Xbox has to drop almost everything they pick up half the time. Like I said, Mixer. What else? Didn't they make Zoom? Like the little music thing?
Oh, Zune. Z-U-N-E.
Zoom?
Okay, gotcha.
Windows Phone? Yeah. What happened to Windows Phone?
Yeah. Well, then just don't try nothing, right? That's what you say. Just don't be proactive in anything, right?
My point is we already trying something. We already in this market.
That's what you're saying, right? Okay.
My point to that is just because the higher ups think something, I just gave you multiple scenarios where they thought something there too, and it didn't work out.
All right, so that's where you hold the line, hold on. So it's a kick, man. There's a lot of soft talk that I know you didn't appreciate, but we had to talk about it. This is the rumors that's going on right now, you know. Hi-Fi Rush, potentially one of those games that could be rumored to Nintendo Switch or other platforms. So how are we feeling about this?
All you cadets.
Here we go.
All you cadets, I want you to take a long, hard look at these mustard-hearted, chicken-chested individuals with the jelly's back spines. And I want you to never walk they walk, because all I hear is fear in their hearts.
It's real. I'm scared.
Now, we do have a couple of nations that we're cool with.
Nations.
All right, and we are cool.
The sovereign nation of Nintendo.
We are cool with the Nintendo nation. They don't tread on our land, and we don't tread on their land. And we do happen to have a lot of things that we want to do.
So we're giving them our military armaments?
We have been. If you have looked, Banjo-Kazooie is over there right now in Smash Brothers. If you have looked, Ori is over there right now. So individuals is making a bunch of hoopla over nothing.
Okay.
Now them other dudes, them snitches, those rats.
Oh, man.
Them backstabbers. Those individuals that are soft to the core. Those liars and deceivers. You won't get anything here. You will get Popeye's biscuits. The same thing that we've been giving you. An absolute fistful of nothing. You can take that one to the bank there.
Take that to the bank.
Now, Nintendo, we like the way they move over there. She look cute. She look fine.
But that's not holding the line, is it?
And another thing, King,
because we definitely want some of that market. We definitely want to slide our Game Pass up in their situation. Right? So when Game Pass is running ripshod over there, when we put that little Trojan horse up in there, and we get them over there to play over there and have some fun with our stuff, that's what we're looking for. But listen, Hi-Fi Rush, definitely.
Oh, that's all right.
You dudes ain't playing it. You dudes ain't buying it. It's in Game Pass right now, yes? So you're having fun with it, right?
All right. So
let's put it over there for that $70. Let those guys get over there. Let them have fun with that over there on that new Switch that's going to launch. Because they was the first ones in line to sign that Call of Duty contract. So why not reward the individuals
for their loyalty
that are down with you?
All right, so now what about what's next?
Was Nintendo in court? Did Nintendo point us out? No. So why y'all got a problem with little old Nintendo?
Why the Hi-Fi Rush shows up on PlayStation, though?
But them PlayStation dudes.
Why the Hi-Fi Rush shows up on PlayStation?
What if Godzilla comes in and stomps your house down right now? We can do what ifs all day. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So let's all stop with the fear mongering.
Fear mongering?
And all this chicken chest talk.
But King, you have to admit that if one of these weapons keep going over to Nintendo, one of our best weapons goes over to Nintendo.
Have fun with it.
What's the precedent that it says that now maybe every Xbox exclusive, we gotta ask you, General, is that going on Nintendo?
Gotta ask nothing.
Is Hellblade going to Nintendo's new system?
Well, they can't run
Is Avowed going to Nintendo's new system?
We know what they can run and what they can't run. Okay.
Oh, okay. We gave them an atomic bomb that they can handle.
They cannot run a lot of things.
They can't
can
run
certain things.
So said it was safe.
Metrics over there, and they're able to do Hi-Fi Rush. Let them rush on the Hi-Fi. We want to be in on the launch too.
Okay. So to be clear, the General.
That's right. We want, when you turn on that little old Nintendo Switch, we want it to say Xbox Studios.
Okay.
And we want y'all to say, wow, this game was fun. I wonder where I can get some more of that.
Oh, give them a taste. Then the sequel and the DLC over on. Okay, I see.
Get them high on your supply. Let them get a taste. Give them some. Give them some. And then when they want part 2, you know where you got to go. All right, so look, just give them a taste.
So just to be clear, as a reward,
we're trying to get them hooked.
As a reward for their loyalty during the Great War of ABK, the peace treaty was signed with Nintendo, and thus
First one's up.
And this was a reward. This is how we're rewarding our mutual ally in combat.
See, this is how you, here you go, sir. Thank you for showing up. Because the deals was made. Handshakes was done. You ain't gonna snitch on us, right?
Right.
Because Nintendo could have came in and threw a monkey wrench in the whole
situation.
That is
true. That is true.
And Nintendo said,
very loyal.
Man, we don't got no problems with those dudes. They great with us.
Facts. They did say that. They did. They held the line. They advanced the line for y'all.
And they signed first, and they showed their signature. We signed with them.
Yes. They capitulated. You are correct. They did capitulate.
Well, then let us use Mario and Zelda in our...
Yeah, so how come we don't get their stuff?
That's later. Don't get all greedy. You get greedy and scare her away. Don't try to scare her away, man.
Don't scare her away.
Don't scare her away. Now, I want you to know this, because a lot of you chicken heart dudes and the little mustard chest guys, you got this stuff going on over here. I want you to know this: Nintendo could have royally screwed this.
That is true. You're right.
And Nintendo stood it. So why not give her a high five? Why not?
She did a little high five in life.
Y'all two together are gonna kill Kong. Both. And you ain't gonna kill Kong by yourself. Oh, you think you gonna kill that great ape by yourself? That's not gonna happen. You gotta make sure they climb the Empire State Building.
Okay.
Then you send Nintendo to shoot them down. And then while you down there, you kick them while they falling.
Gotcha.
You gotta make sure that they don't make it. It's gonna take a two-prong effort.
Okay. So this is we in war. This is one of our best allies.
Right.
We're rewarding them for a successful mission. And then now we combine the Switch 2.
That's
give them
right.
that. Okay, cool.
La
and then we
Nostra. All right? Blood in, blood out.
Blood in, blood out. Gang signs and all that. Okay.
And tell people you ain't about snitching. And when the dude don't snitch, you don't reward him.
I feel that. Okay. I just want to
get high on Hi-Fi Rush. Go ahead, man. Have a little taste.
Okay.
And then once we get you hooked, you know where to come check us out at.
Come get the DLC. Come get part 2. You
Oh,
got to come over here.
Yeah, you know where you got to come.
All right. I see
right down the street. Like a Motel 6. We keep the light
gas
on.
ain't sold. I don't think gas is sold, but gas.
I wouldn't mind, I don't care that much. Hi-Fi Rush and the Switch actually thematically goes quite well. That's okay, but we need a clear messaging, because what we don't want the stables to run with is when is our turn? And it's there's never your turn. So Microsoft's messaging is the key problem here.
Tell them it's their turn when they get Ori.
It's never their turn. They should never be their turn. When Matt Booty is saying we can outspend them out of business, and you've spent $70 billion, you've done this. What it really shows is a lack of faith in your own brand to be sustainable on its own and on its own back. That you have to go ahead, irrespective of the good faith showed by Nintendo or Steam or whatever in signing this contract during ABK. The Xbox has a unique position now in ABK's. It's like Smooth was saying, you've just done the deal. You've got ABK through an incredible process, and then you just didn't even try to actually do it on your own back.
Tell the truth and shame the devil, guys. Your only true concern is Sony, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay then. So this is why I call people mustard hearts. We have not shown to be going across the street over there messing with those dudes. We have not shown to be. We have not. No. It's only speculation from them dudes. Because all they like to do is put out deception and lies. They want you to believe that they're gonna get something. They never do get it. They wanted you to believe that they were sustainable, that they was making money. They wanted you to believe that Ratchet and Clank could be only done on the SSD. They wanted you to believe a whole lot of things. But we come to find out that they're nothing but lies, cheats, and charlatans. So now, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Pause. I want you to understand, they will not get anything. And I don't care who writes it up or who sums it up or who drums it up. Nintendo will get, because Nintendo, in the YSL case, they did not snitch. You understand?
No gunner situation.
Right? They didn't snitch on Young Slime.
Yo, you got G Park laughing in the chat.
right, so we know who snitched and who's a rat and who we not messing with. They will never.
Nintendo was 10 toes down in that.
That's right. Nintendo, they kept it G.
They kept it G.
And you got to say they are Italian, so they kept it a buck.
That's
they kept
true,
it a buck,
true.
right?
Down your
Let
back.
goes to the nose.
Let goes to the
was
nose.
like, nah, we don't do that over here. Said, hey, Luigi, get away from that degenerate. Hey, Yoshi, don't you drink out of that cup over there, that degenerate over there, that Sony. Let's go. Pack up about our stuff. We're going with Microsoft.
I can't with you. Look, I'll jump in real quick. Look, I'm not going to believe anything just yet until obviously we get an official source because we are speculating. In King's defense, we are speculating it.
Thank you.
But the sources are, pretty reputable.
It's high five on Nintendo.
I mean,
Hi-Fi looks like it's definitely going to Nintendo, and that's not the problem.
Right.
Hi-Fi is the outlier because it, like Ori, there's like two. I don't care.
Right.
PlayStation just do not deserve. You cannot. You're battling them. You cannot have it. And the messaging behind that from Phil Spencer needs to be clear. Why it's happening.
Right.
How far this is going to go. What other games are going to come on that platform. What is the strategy? You brand it. You call it something like.
No, absolutely. No.
See, the sad part about it is this. This is what I know. One thing for sure and two things for certain. Mm-hmm. I know everybody in that building is pissed off at Sony for what they did with ABK. Mm-hmm. Everybody.
Activision.
From Satya telling you, if you want competition, then let us do this, bro.
Yeah.
Let us really swing. Let us really swing at you.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is, Matt Booty over there telling you, we'll spend you out of business. These are the people that's in charge. These are the decision makers. Mm-hmm. I don't know not one of those decision makers that's going to say, yo, let's reward this stupidity of these dudes over here with anything. Right. Because there's nothing over there. We found out that they don't buy games.
No, I get
Nintendo dudes buy games.
No, I get where you at. And I listen, from a financial standpoint, it makes sense. I get it. It would sell like hotcakes over there. I know it will. My issue is kind of what Gaz says, because Phil has been on record for saying when they asked him about why was Ori over there, right?
Yeah.
His message was like, now we look back at it, that may have been a mistake. We create this narrative of whether or not an Xbox exclusive should or shouldn't. And he said he didn't agree with that. So if the Hi-Fi Rush rumor is true, it is kind of double speak. We got to be real. And I love Phil. At the end of the day, so you got to be clear to your base on what it is. Because now what happens is every single Xbox exclusive that comes out is going to have a question mark on it.
Yeah, is it going to go on Nintendo?
Is it going over there? Is it going over there?
Yeah, will Nintendo get it? Yeah.
We have to be clear. This is where Microsoft's messaging is terrible. I am sorry. I hate that about. Be conclusive and stand on it. Stop. We can't have this every time an exclusive comes out. Will it, won't it?
True. Yeah. I mean, but it's the same thing with Steam. I mean, Steam was 10 toes down too and said, yo, the fact of the matter is we don't need a contract with these guys. It's just rewarding those people that are standing with you.
So say it. So don't say Ori was a mistake.
He can't say that.
Yeah, say it.
You can't say.
But you said Ori. You said Ori on there. That wasn't the move. Somebody pull the quote up. Guys, you got the quote?
Yeah, I've got the quote.
Yeah.
You can't say because Nintendo's still with us on the trial, we're going to give them this game. You can't say that.
The current position contradicts, or it is an indication that Phil Spencer failed to do what he said when he said in 2020, I don't really love this idea that for every one of our games, there comes this little rumor is right now that it's going to end up on the Switch or not. I feel we should set a better expectation with our fans.
He said that.
We're here right now.
Yeah, true. But was that pre-ABK?
Yeah, it was 2020.
Okay,
2020.
so that's pre-ABK, right?
It doesn't change the.
No, it changes a lot of things. If you in a firefight and the dude that comes over and lays down the gunshots for you and get you up out of there and be like, yo, don't worry about it, we good money. I ain't gonna say nothing. Let me get rid of this for you. Handle your business, man. Get home safe. Get home safe, my guy.
Get home safe.
And you look over and be like, yo,
that. To speak to the troops and say, yo, look, these guys had.
Don't show that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Why we can't say that?
You can't say that in the street because then that's collusion, bro.
That's not collusion.
That's not collusion.
You just got to give a handshake and a wink. my guy, and Hi-Fi shows up.
So then he can't. Nobody can get mad when we say, "Well, what's up with Hellblade? That's coming over there. What's up with Avowed? That's going over there." So again, they put themselves in this position. If this rumor is true,
the game ain't there yet, though.
Yeah, that's true. We again, it's speculation. That's
the game ain't there yet.
But the smoke is there.
Yeah, but the smoke is safe. But remember when they were shooting at you, who had your back?
No, I feel that.
All right, so you gotta, and if think about it, bro. Like what you saying right now is, so if I get in that firefight and I watch you getting beat down, I run over there and I just bust shots and I get you out of that, you ain't gonna look out for me? You ain't gonna look out for me?
I'm not against Nintendo. I'm saying I've got your back.
Thank you.
The general that's making those handshakes also needs to speak to the troops and say,
yes.
"Yo, this is what we're doing, and this is how far
so
we will go."
You want Phil to come out and say, "Yo, since Nintendo held us down in the ABK, we're gonna slide them to Hi-Fi Rush."
Why are you putting words in my mouth?
I'm just saying, like, since Nintendo was 10 toes down.
Yo, he needs to speak to us and say, "This is what we're doing."
Oh, so you want him to send out the Illuminati email so you can just get it and you can read it.
I'll be happy with that.
That's all I got. Other than that,
let me read the quote that Phil sent me. Yo, Nintendo held us down. And we gotta slide them a little something. What do you think, King? Send them Hi-Fi Rush. That's what's up.
Listen, at the end of the day, I understand if
now we're gonna have people saying Phil spoke to King
David. Exactly. Look, if it's some old, I'll be honest with you, that's what I thought of. I even though it's not confirmed, I'm like, all right, if it was like Psychonauts 2, right? Sea of Thieves, because you're like, all right, live service needs to exist maybe everywhere, so get more revenue. Okay, fine. Oblivion remaster, Fallout remaster. All right, it existed on other platforms before, whatever.
Right.
I think the emotionality is that, I think Kid and Gas said it best. Hi-Fi was kind of like their first one.
Yeah.
Which was, you know what I'm saying? Critically acclaimed game, beautifully designed, the whole bit.
Thank you.
And then it's like, people are like, damn. Like, because even you got to admit, King, you the first one when Kojima's up on stage, we got your boo. We got your boo. You know what I'm saying? We got one of yours.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's what people going to be like. Yo, and it sets this thing. The only
but
thing
that game ain't coming out for them, though.
It sets this thing where people can sit there.
Is it a PlayStation thing?
We don't know.
Or is it, this is what I'm saying to y'all.
Okay.
Is it a PlayStation thing?
Right.
Or is it a Nintendo thing? Because we all believe that Nintendo ain't in this fight.
The thing is, yeah, that's true, but
we don't look at them as
Hi-Fi Rush is the only game really that would work there. Hellblade 2 is going to be streamed. No,
that wouldn't work there, right? There we go.
Exactly. Like, what else? Like, most of Xbox's games should not be able to even work on a Switch, even the next-gen Switch.
Right.
If it's just Hi-Fi Rush, it makes sense because it's such a good game. More people should experience that.
Right.
But that's on Nintendo, except PlayStation. You guys made fun of that.
Right. That part.
Right.
Yeah.
That's okay, but it needs to be backed by clear messaging. Even if it's happening, it looks like it's happening. I don't care about it. But
so you want Microsoft to come out and say, "Yo, we'll never mess with those dudes, but we'll really mess with them guys."
No. He just want to say this is it for this game, for Hi-Fi Rush. We felt like we needed to bring Nintendo's a lot of synergy with this game.
Okay.
But in terms of then we understand that there have been questions around about exclusivity, and the position remains the same. We will only go on games where platforms where Game Pass exists.
Right.
This one is an outlier because we felt like this is a unique opportunity and we have a good partnership. And I love Nintendo. Blah 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 blah. Say that. It's not hard to say. And just do that. There's no harm in saying that.
What if? Okay. What if, to your point, right? What if, to your point, that new Switch has a curated Game Pass something on it?
Then Xbox has won majorly because Game Pass has got market share on the handheld market in a way that mobile. You have to look at the Switch as mobile. Game Pass is like the Trojan horse, bro. This is the Borg coming in. Now they've invited third party in there. It's going to be a cloud solution or whatever that's going to make it run. Xbox has got a major win. Revenue up.
So then you down for that?
If Game Pass
and that's everything
on the Switch,
and that's everything, though. See, this is
where streaming. That's a streaming solution,
right? But it's still everything.
It's still everything, but it's not the creme de la creme. Like streaming is still streaming. like you still like the ultimate experience needs to be on the Xbox console or perhaps PC.
See, this is why I give a little bit of pushback now, because if they do have Game Pass over there, that you know Game Pass as part of the function of it is to be able to download said games. So let's say some games was able to be downloaded in, let's say Halo.
Halo downloaded locally.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm just saying on the Switch playing anyway.
Well, it's still, I don't know, man. Nintendo's, it's weird. Like, ideally, I don't want any of it, but I don't.
But you were just telling me this is a massive win, Brett.
No, but it is. It doesn't bother me. Like, I mean, if you think about it, Switch.
So it doesn't bother you, right?
If it's Game Pass, like it's backed on Game Pass, that's a massive, major win. PlayStation's going to be worried. Think about what's happening there. Xbox has increased its revenue massively. PlayStation's looking to die at that stage. I don't think Nintendo would allow it.
Okay, so, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just giving you the what if part. The what if part was, if they would put Game Pass there, you'd be okay with Game Pass on it. But you're not okay with Hi-Fi Rush.
The ROG Ally does that already, yeah? What difference does it make to me that
well,
Nintendo
just
Switch
these
does it?
dudes. Because I'm saying this, Hi-Fi Rush, I don't care. If it's over there, it's going to sell. And you get them hooked, and then, Hi-Fi Rush 2 come over here.
Yeah.
But you're open to Game Pass going over there.
Yeah. Game Pass going to PlayStation.
You open to that.
That means the moment Game Pass goes to PlayStation, PlayStation is dead. You have to understand that. It's just not workable with the third-party IPs and whatnot. It's just logistically not possible unless Microsoft says we'll let our first-party stable only on Game Pass.
A curated one.
Then kill it. Then that just cannot happen. But if Game Pass in its current guise and its full breadth appears on PlayStation, PlayStation has conceded. That's the point. PlayStation will be dead before even the PS6. If that happens. There's no way that will happen. They will never let that happen.
No, see, what I'm laughing at is the hypocrisy in it is that Hi-Fi Rush, just one game, just going over there to reward loyalty.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, I don't have a problem with it. We just want them to be clear about what they're doing. That's
and I think whenever the game, if the game ever goes, right, whatever happens, I believe they will be very clear on whatever the message is. Like this game is over there because the synergy between Microsoft and Nintendo is at this point, and X, Y, and Z. I don't ever believe that it's going to PlayStation at all in any form. Yeah. I believe the animosity in that building is so high and is at such a point that they want death for that other team. They will never come out and say it, but I honestly believe they want them to become an app, honestly. But Nintendo, they have an affinity for Nintendo, and I think for some reason we all do. We all feel that Nintendo can do no wrong, and we have no problem with stuff going over to Nintendo. We're like, that's okay. But I just wanted to see if you would allow everything to go over there, opposed to just being upset with the one title. Me personally, I let the one title go.
Yeah, I think that's less feasible. It could happen, but it's so far-fetched to me that would happen. If it does happen, though, Microsoft has got massive boon there. I see the Switch as like a rogue ally. You can have every Game Pass game there. It's like, what's the difference? Like, I
feel the same way. That's why I didn't feel a way when I heard this stuff at all. I know for a fact it's not going over to PlayStation, but it's just PlayStation dudes. We might get it. Nah, shut up. You won't.
Yeah, no, that's all I care about, man. Don't just and be clear with the messaging and like double down on it. If you do Hi-Fi Rush like an outlier, who cares? That's actually probably good. Let them play. J-Dub can finally admit he likes Hi-Fi Rush. That's fine.